How are you? Hi, everybody.
What's up, everybody?
Happy, I don't
Thursday.
know, Thursday.
You got the date.
All right, you guys, we got a lot to go over. We're going to talk about Jeanni Mai. The girl's just money hungry. Okay, she's money hungry. That's what I think. Talk about that. We're going to talk about Mark Zuckerberg doing the invisible words that you can't say on Instagram. We're going to talk about the P. Diddy lawsuit that he's suing Courtney Bugess, and I hear that's just the beginning. We're going to talk about Buzbee, Beyonce, and Jay-Z. Ooh, child, it's a lot to cover. But before I get into all of that, let me start out by saying this. It's a lot. It's so much going on behind the scenes. It's not even funny. My channel has changed. Okay. When we first started this, it was a party. Then it went from being a party to doing reality TV, kind of being lighthearted about it. Now it's straight up hot topics and sensitive hot topics. Okay. This used to be the people's channel where I would want everybody to come up and I would be on for hours letting people talk. Not anymore. Things have changed. Number one is I realize that a healthy conversation is there's no such thing. People believe what they believe, and that's it. The argument comes when you want someone to believe how you believe. So arguing to me is a waste of time. Okay. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And this is my channel. I express my ideas. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. No one's making you be here. This is not the people's channel anymore. This is Sharrell's channel. And then I say what I want to say. And I don't even need you don't need to inform me that you're leaving. Just go. But I'm not going back and forth with people anymore. Something inside of me changed. I'm a different person. I used to be way more tolerant. I'm not anymore. Especially the times that we're living in. It's just hard times and it's going to get worse from here. So I'm going to put all of my comments on hold. If it's pleasant for the channel, I'll let them go through. If it's not, no need for you to come back. And I'm hoping I'm making myself really clear. People were like, you're wrong about something. It's only wrong if I think it's wrong. And you think your way of life is right. That's just a baseless argument. So I hope I'm making myself really clear. I don't have time for nonsense in my comment chat, in my comment section anymore. I'm just not going to do it. So it is what it is. I want to talk to people who think like me, understand like me. I ain't got time for arguments. You think your way, I'm going to think mine. And that's just how it is. I'm not trying to change your thinking and you're not trying to change mine. I don't have time for the senseless arguments anymore. And it's really senseless. So, and again, nobody is making you, I don't care how many people I get in my chat. I really don't. I don't care how many subscribers I have. It's a lot going on that we got to learn about, a lot of information that I want to share. If you're not interested, so what? You're not interested. Go find a channel that's interested. All right. So, because we get into some serious stuff. So today, I don't even know what to start out with. Let's start out with the Mark Zuckerberg thing. Okay. When I first told people that they were selling TikTok because of money, oh no, Sharrell, it's a high risk security. They're coming, the Chinese are coming to get us. It's so high, we've got to be so careful. That didn't sound like common sense to y'all. Why are they doing this stuff? Money, money, money. You cannot believe the things you hear anymore on the internet, in print, on the news. Everything has to be investigated. So Mark Zuckerberg was one of the biggest cheerleaders for getting rid of TikTok. I told y'all this. Why? He doesn't want any competition, right? Doesn't want any competition. That's the only thing. most of our people on the cabinet these days have something to do with social media. What was that?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought I heard something. Mostly to do with social media. It's about their pockets. It's about you're being on the board of TikTok. You're being on the board of Meta. It has nothing to do with the average person. Okay, so now that it's leaked out that it is about money, it's only on a temporary basis. I believe they gave us an additional 75 days, something like that. It's going to be up again. It's not over. So if you make a living off of Facebook, I mean off of TikTok, you got to find a backup because you don't know if it's going to be there in a couple months. Also, they're saying, and this is why I'm upset, that Mark Zuckerberg, I can't stand that last name, is in, he wants it gone because he's in competition with TikTok, right? And he don't want to be in competition with TikTok. So he's changing all these rules. Okay, let me tell you some of the rules he said. First of all, TikTok, the way we knew it, even right now, is not the same. It is heavily, what's the word I'm looking for? When you watch what information you put out, what is that called, Perry?
Is it? Well, I mean, it's bias at this point, or censored. It's censored.
Censored. Thank you. It's heavily censored, right? It's heavily censored, and so is IG. So they're saying that Mark Zuckerberg is paying people to come from TikTok over to Meta, right? And he's going to pay you. This is so ridiculous. He's going to pay you, right? Because he's in competition with who? TikTok. He's in competition with TikTok, right? So they're gonna pay people to come over. Of course, you have to have 100,000 or more. You've got to pay post more than 10 times in a week. Damn. I don't know who's gonna go over here. He's also, it's called the breakthrough bonus program, right? And what he wants to do is compete with TikTok. So since they can't close it and they don't know what they're going to do with it now, they got to compete. So they're opening up the bonus program, breakthrough bonus, and they're going to pay you $5,000 to come over. Then they're also are going to open a shoppable content that compare that to TikTok Shop. Also, he's opening an app called Edits, which competes with CapCuts. Okay. I don't know what it is, right? I don't know what it is. But Americans love TikTok. We love it. It's nothing really like it. We've tried your other things and they just don't work. If anything, I see them closing TikTok and trying to do them themselves, repeat it, and it's just not going to work out. Also, too, that IG are censoring words that you say. Let me pull this article up because before people think I made this up. If you say anything about the Democrats, any of their phrases, any of their terms, it will not come up. I had told you guys that the other day about TikTok. They're censoring certain words about Donald Trump. So all of our information is heavily censored, but we don't know. Let me see right here. We don't know. So, we get half the information. I know people say, well, this is the land of the free and we get to do all this. Not anymore. We're heavily censored. Heavily. And I want to pull up this thing with Mark Zuckerberg in the IG. Are you shocked, Perry?
No. I mean, look, that's what we figured out the whole time. If it was a damn security risk, they would have been shut it down. And well, you would have hoped they would have shut it down. What kind of government that you got that's supposed to protect us, and something security risk, and you let it go on and on and on and on? That's when I knew it was some BS. Let's keep it real. And they all want it because it's competition. And like you said, even like right now, you said, well, Zuckerberg is over there trying to bring people from TikTok. Who would go? Well, the person that's on TikTok saying, we're not sure if we're going to be here next month, 3 months. Let me go somewhere secure. They would go. under the premise that they're gonna get paid.
Mm-hmm.
That's his way of
Mm-hmm.
let me take their top talent or the things that having people run over there to TikTok and bring them over here. But he'll realize the problem is their algorithm that they got that's good because they sort of are less censored than Facebook. Facebook is censored. You can't
Well,
really say.
right, it's heavily censored. So if you look at this article, it says Meta faces backlash as Democrat related disappears from Instagram. So if you say Democrat related terms, you won't get anything back. And we found this out through another app from the Chinese people. We found out that we were censored. We had no idea we were censored. I tested it myself, had someone in England do some search terms, and they got a lot more information than we did. Also, too, I'm hearing about this, that they're just automatically signing people up on Twitter to Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Even if you block it, you'll get unblocked somehow, and the next day you're back signed under them. It's really, really a lot. It's a lot. They don't want the Democratic information to go through, but they don't mind the hoopla of the Republican Party. And what you don't know is what's the truth and what's lies. And it's just, we're not the way we used to be. United States is not the way it used to be. Let's see here. So they're trying to set up a new Mark Zuckerberg. I don't know why is TikTok different than the other apps, Harry? And don't say their name because we're on a censor too here in YouTube.
I pretty much just think
it's just different. We tried the other app.
Okay. TikTok was set up that they own. People say, well, they got a different TikTok in China. They do. So when they opened this open forum up, they didn't have to be so censored because they figure, hey, it's not bothering their people. They could just put this thing out there. Everybody who don't like to be censored went to TikTok and have less things happen to them. Like
yeah, maybe
with other platforms, you need to be real careful on what you say, how you say it, and that's why TikTok was that thing. Now China didn't have to do it because they got a separate one for their citizens. This was just like an open forum one. They didn't have to really censor it. But now that they got the extension, things are starting to be censored because, well, they feel like Donald Trump gave them some extra time to do something. And they think some good things can happen from it. But they're being played too. At the end of the day, I think TikTok will be sold to one of these major players.
You do?
Mm-hmm. Well, there's Elon.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Anybody, right? But
yeah,
that's just my thought.
Well, it's a mess. It's a mess. So if you guys were thinking you were crazy or, heard something, it's true. Now let's move on to this Diddy trial. Okay. This really irks me the wrong way. Remember, there was a slew of people running around, lying on the Diddy case, lying on the Jay-Z case, having you pay them exorbitant large amounts of money for interviews. And at the time, I was telling you guys, like, this person is lying or this person is lying. No, they're the truth. They're the truth. It's just really, they made it a racket, a way to make money. Let me lie and say I was a Diddy victim and now I'll make money. It complicates the case because, like, the audience still doesn't know who to believe, right? I don't know who to believe. And they were up there making a lot of money off of lies. And if you just thought about the things that they were saying, it didn't even make any common sense, right? So Diddy is suing Courtney Bugess, right? And he's basically saying, where did I do with my notes? That this could taint the jury. It could, okay? It said that Bugess falsely claimed to possess videos of Cohn involved in X misconduct, which were publicized widely with the assistance of Mitchell. Ariel Mitchell Kidd. He dropped the kid. That attorney that's been going around, this is an attorney going around town lying. She's lying. I listened to Courtney Burgess maybe 2 minutes and I knew it was a lie. It was a lie. But people love to be lied to. They really do. They really love a salacious lie. The bigger the lie, the bit more they love it, right? So now he's suing these people. Now, even if I wasn't a Diddy fan, right? Let's just say I think the stuff that he did to Cassie's effed up, right? I think he should sue these liars. People will say, well, this person never got sued. Now, what are you going to say now when they get sued? These people that you pledged your life to, that they don't lie and that they're the truth. It's a whole gang of them, not just one person. It's a gang of people that played off of Diddy's sickness. He's not a well man. Tragic situation. They came and made money off of, and they were making good money off of it. Good money. I think Courtney should be sued and anyone else. I hear that they're going to start suing bloggers. And I told you guys this a long time ago. I said, they're going to start suing bloggers that lie because you complicate court cases when you lie. Nobody believed me. They're not going to sue. They're not going to sue. Mm-hmm. He needs to sue. Jay-Z needs to sue. Oops, I'm sorry, you guys. I should know better. Jay-Z should sue. Anybody lying that got lied on should be sued. It complicates a real trial. While your ass running around there collecting money, you're messing up somebody's life. What if some of the things that Diddy was saying was true? We're not going to believe a damn word of it because you got all these people going around lying on him. You got people that said they were at the parties. You got people who said they got pictures. You got people who said they got videotape of this. I mean, damn. And what's going to happen is when you lie, you're going to make a lot of money. And then you're going to get exposed. And you're going to be hiding off the internet like some people I know. Because you're going to be embarrassed because your ass made up a complete lie for your pocketbook. It's a temporary form of money. Temporary. I'm telling y'all, there's some people that's really lying on all the cases just to try to get in the limelight. I don't have to say nothing. They will be exposed. Perry, do you think they're going too far by suing?
No. Look, even a guilty person have rights, right? Let's keep it real. A guilty person has rights, especially going through the judicial system. You can't be out here lying because it do taint the jury. And then how they've been going around just blatantly, just all this stuff. Somebody going to be called in to be a part of the jury. And how can you get when they on here 24/7? How can you block this out? Because now walking in, you feel like you already know the whole story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and he got the right and know the person, he got the right to sue them. The same right they feel like they got the right to slander his name or put news out about him. He got the right to sue.
I'm glad he's suing people because it really not only tainted the jury, it really affected people's thinking. I would do a story and somebody would say, well, no, Sharrell, this is what happened. I'm like, where did you get that from? People believe the first information that they hear, and they love a salacious story. All those people, so we don't know who's lying and who's telling the truth because you got attorneys lying. You got Ariel Mitchell, girl, the minute you opened your mouth, I knew it was a lie. The stuff that you were saying and Adria and all them, just lies. And look at the person that put the lies out there. Child, it is a mess. It is a mess. Now, go ahead, Perry. And I'll read that lawsuit in a minute. I'll pull it up in a second. Where is it?
Look, Sharrell, these people gonna lie because it's like you said, it's the get rich quick scheme. Like overnight, if there's no news, I can create the news. And
Mm-hmm.
yes, Diddy
Mm-hmm.
made a settlement. He did this. We seen him kicking Cassie, right? He's in jail. Well, he can't do nothing while he in jail. I can keep child. When I was trapped in that room, it was so dark and everything, whatever. But the crazy part, they can make these stories up with no recourse.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
typically, when you get a person to come on an interview, they're there to tell their
Mm-hmm.
story. You had a tendency to believe them.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause you would say, why would this person come on here and lie, especially about the things that they have said that happened to them? Nobody even want to remember if you was a victim or not. You don't even want to remember those things.
Yeah.
But the crazy part of it is that the people who come out here saying these things happen aren't trying to get justice. And you notice that they'll come out here, give these things, make the money, cash apps and everything, but nobody's seeking justice. Nobody's filing civil charges. This is the time to do it. If you got this story and got all this, show us some proof for one, but then file civil charges. And you got these bloggers that will bring them on knowing that, hey, this, because everybody love a tragic event, something crazy happening, right? They'll do it. They'll lie, and then they'll get exposed lying or get paid, but then they'll keep lying because they want more money. So you can't lie today and have this big story and then come and tell the truth a week from today. People want to go back to the excitement because the truth, 9 times out of 10, is boring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Okay, so let's get into some of the things that was in the lawsuit that I really do believe they need to go through with. They're saying that he lied about the tapes. Hi, Measure Man. We only roll with the rules. Oh my God. Thank you. Um, so these are the things that he's saying that they're lying about. And it's quite, he lied about knowing Kim. That's a big one. That's a big lie. You don't even know her. They said that you lied about knowing her. You lied about having tapes. I've heard other bloggers say that they've had Diddy tapes. How did you get these tapes? How did you get the tapes? It's all a lie. He lied about knowing Kim. He lied about having tapes. He lied about the book. So I don't know what they mean by that. Maybe some things that he was talking about. I don't know, but he's definitely being sued. It says the case is about defendants' willful scheme to fabricate and broadcast outrageous lies concerning Mr. Combs, and then to leverage those falsehoods to gain media, fame, enrich themselves, and strip Mr. Combs of his reputation, livelihood, and right to a fair trial. Child. Hold on one second. Thank you, Summer. Let me put on the hold on. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Did they think that this day would never come? Did they think about it, Perry? Diddy is already in a bad situation.
Real
And then
bad.
here comes these money hungry fools trying to make a bad situation worse.
Mm-hmm.
So so we talk about that. So I think they all deserve to be sued. Oh, now this is the big one. Okay. Pierre, you made a comment the other day about Tony Buzbee inserting himself into this lawsuit. And people love Tony Buzbee. They said he's smart. He is, got he's a high profile attorney. And, and
Yeah.
they love Tony Buzbee. I don't know. And they're going to get him. They're going to get Jay-Z and they're going to get
He did it,
Diddy.
right?
Yeah, they're going to get him. They're going to get him. He's going to get him. And I don't have a problem with him getting him as long as he's telling the truth. Okay? As long as he is telling the truth. But it did seem kind of odd that the lawsuits were coming right after the other. 5 a day, 6 a day, all Jane Does. Nobody to corroborate any of these stories. Nobody. We don't have a problem with Jay-Z or Diddy going to jail for their crimes that they committed, because that's what you're supposed to do. But if they're lying, that takes on a whole different story, right? So I kept saying to myself, free Diddy. Well, I don't know if he'll be free, but give him a fair trial. I'll say that. Fair trial for everybody. Nobody wants to be railroaded. Fair trial for everybody. So, and it's not, it's very highly unusual that Tony Buzbee always wants to be in the spotlight, but he never can produce any clients. Nobody's came out and said, this is what happened to me. We all agree that the TV interview was a disaster with the one Jane Doe, who her own father couldn't corroborate the story. But let's talk about the rumors. Let's talk about why they say he's doing this. They're saying he inserted himself. He has a Republican school that he goes and teach Republicans how to be attorneys, that he wanted to be a part of the administration. He wants to be known, right, by Donald Trump. This is what they're saying. And that he went and hired Donald Trump attorneys to represent him in this lawsuit against Jay-Z, even though he's an attorney. It seems quite odd. It's a hell of a story, but you know what? Anything is possible. Anything. I don't trust nobody.
Right.
I'm not willing to go on the line and say, not Tony Buzbee. I don't know that man. I do know that what they're saying is he just started coming with all of these lawsuits back to back to back to back, sometimes 5 a day. So many we couldn't read them all. And now they're saying that he went to some convention and bragged about being the one that's going to take down Diddy and Jay-Z, and now he is using Trump's attorney, and now he's all over in the media with Trump.
Right. He love attention too. And I get it. People saying, yeah, he's a good attorney. Yes, maybe he have a good winning record. Mm-hmm. But what does that mean? Like when people say, oh, no, he's great. He would never do. We used to think celebrities wouldn't do these things. Take people off the pedestal.
I mean, because he said it was an open and shut case. He said he had a conversation, a taped conversation of somebody saying that Jay-Z asked them to sue Tony Buzbee. Even though we haven't heard from that person, we did hear a person came out and said, no, well, he's not a good attorney at all. And they have problems with him. So what I'm telling you guys is, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't put anything past anybody. And I don't care if he does have a Trump attorney. You said you have a tape. That should be an open and shut case. Perry, yeah. The interview that you said was going to save the day was a sheer disaster.
Right.
It's just sad if this man is lying.
They would never tell you it was a damn disaster. No. He's a genius. He knows what he's doing. Even though you might think the girl didn't sound credible, you got to just wait till the trial comes because, child, his name is Buzbee. And he's so intelligent. So is Jay-Z attorney. So is Diddy's attorneys. I'm not saying who's right or wrong, but we ain't putting him on no damn pedestal. And Buzbee like to put himself out there right now. He done went out the Deshaun Watson so many times. He go out to celebrities and try to, or let me keep it real, probably black men. Because now I notice he's real quick to be an advocate for victims when they going against a black man. Jay-Z, Diddy, Deshaun Watson. Won't he why ain't he got an 800 number looking for Trump's victims? He ain't got
I just
no.
find it this when I heard that he's working with Trump's attorney and he's all at the parties, I just got really suspicious. And not only is he at the parties, he's at the parties talking about Diddy and Jay-Z. Now, why would an attorney do that? You are entitled to a social life, yeah.
Mhm.
But you're telling groups of people you're talking to them about Diddy and Jay-Z? I don't know. It just seems really weird. Let me read it. It says attorney Tony Buzbee is reeling in his latest move in his legal battle against Jay-Z. Um, Tony Buzbee has brought in a powerhouse law firm, Calzowit, Benson Torres, to defend himself against a lawsuit filed by Jay-Z, known for representing high-profile clients, including former President Trump. This firm's involvement signals that Buzbee is playing hardball. No, Buzbee's trying to play the publicity card.
Yeah.
I just don't know what would make a man go out to a function. You know, you're allowed to go to any function you want, but where you're talking to groups of people about a case and sharing things with them that you think is coming on the upcoming. I just don't get that. I don't get it. Some of y'all get it. Y'all get it. Maybe y'all get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. It says Tony Buzbee filed a lawsuit on behalf of a female client, alleges that Jay-Z and Diddy were involved in an assault. He keeps talking about this. I'm not understanding anything. He keeps talking about the victim that was 13 at the time, who is now 37. He keeps trying to put her in the spotlight. You already did an interview with her that really wasn't in her best interest. Her own father couldn't verify the stories. Why do you keep bringing it up? Now you're talking about it at functions that have nothing to do with Jay-Z or Diddy. It concerns me. I don't know why you're so public about this. It's really weird. It says Combs were involved in an assault that occurred nearly 25 years ago. The case has already generated significant media attention. That's all I can think of is he might be doing this for media attention. It just doesn't make any sense. You would go into a political forum and all you want to talk about is Diddy.
Right. I mean,
I don't know.
that way
And
gives him
if
the-
Diddy,
I said that way gives him the attention. It's almost like
I'm just
when you having a group meeting, and I don't want to say the three letters, and you go in front and you say something like this, you get cheered. He's using these men. He done went through Deshaun Watson a few times.
I can't.
He done went through Deshaun Watson, Diddy, now Jay-Z. And I get it. Now, granted, I'm not saying either man is innocent,
Oh my God,
but
Terry.
you sitting there hugging, hiring somebody attorney when you ain't never seek justice for some of his victims, and you supposed to be an advocate.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It doesn't make sense to me. You know, Perry and I could have easily lied because we had people asking us to do interviews and stuff like that, and I could have went with all of that. But something it don't sit right in my soul, especially if I'm lying on somebody. Like, what's wrong with you? Perry, we've been approached by a number of people. Can we come on your show and do this and this and that?
Tell my story.
And if I don't believe you, no. This is a whole case. And here's the worst part of it. Let's say that Diddy's guilty. You're putting his case in jeopardy and definitely putting it up for being a mistrial if you keep putting false information out there, if you keep talking about it. What does your attorney, the first thing a legit attorney says is, don't talk to the public. Keep it our conversation, attorney, client privileged information. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't get it. What y'all think about this? Let's see what y'all think. It says here, he's trying to cover up the guilty who are involved in the mess. This is a game to protect the people who are involved. They are all guilty. I mean, it's a shit show for sure. It's
Right.
a shit show for sure. Because now we don't know who is what and what is what. If you allow that person that and the person is lying, you are actually endorsing the lie.
Right.
I will not let anybody on my channel if I think your ass is lying. I just won't do it. That's why I don't pay for interviews. And there's nothing wrong if that's what you want to do, cool. But it's a false sense. It's a false sense of success. You're gonna gain a whole bunch of views. Look, some of them garnered maybe 1 million views. Those Lamisha interviews and all that stuff. But look at them now. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. And it's easier for a blogger to lie because you're going to get the views no matter what. You're going to get the views, but you also are going to get the embarrassment that your ass lied. And then you lied. Your reputation is it's everything. Right. Don't let these people lie to y'all and ask them questions. The minute Courtney Bugess came on, I said, this doesn't make, he's lying.
It really did. I mean, like, I knew something was wrong with that picture. I was like, well, who is this guy coming out the courtroom with? Oh, well, he had to go in front of, I don't know, something.
The grand jury.
Oh, yeah, the grand jury, because he got S tapes of so-and-so. I knew something was wrong. How he's walking his dumb ass down the steps. How can that be possible? I doubt if anybody gave you an S tape, because I don't think nobody want to be in a tape with you having S. But look, nobody want to have an S with him. So how could he get in this conversation to get somebody tapes? His dumb ass, and he act like he lying, and then he walking around getting paid from this channel to that channel as if he knows something.
And asking for big money. Like, I knew it was just a group of liars, but the audience ate it up. They loved it. Oh, this is great. And like I said, some bloggers were getting over 1 million views on a story that your ass know is a lie. Tori said he's going to have to apologize to Jay-Z. Well, I hope that Tony Buzbee is not lying. But right now, his behavior is very unprofessional. You go to a convention and you're acting like the big shot, and all you want to do is tell what's coming up next in the case that you think that's coming up next to a room full of people. That's what made me like, huh? Maybe if you were talking to your best friend or just a group of 2 or 3, but you got on stage and talked to a group of people talking about you're going to get them. You're going to get Diddy, you're going to get Jay-Z. And these people are eating it up. And it's very leery because, we do have people that are saying that the guy that unalived George Floyd, Derek Chauvin, got a raw deal. He shouldn't be in prison.
Yeah, that's what they're saying today. Yeah.
And then you tell these same people you brag about how you're going to bring down Diddy and Jay-Z, and then you end up going with the president's attorney. It doesn't make sense.
And speaking of Chauvin,
what profession, you're supposed to be the number one at what you do. Go ahead, Perry. I'm sorry.
Chauvin will be getting pardoned soon. Watch. Probably within a week or so. They starting it out. They're doing an example just to see how people are gonna measure it, right? He's probably next. And look, this is the problem we got with the man in office. Is that people like Buzbee want to be under his wing. We got all these people on the far right just really want to be out there kissing ass. And this is their day to make America great again, taking us back 40, 50 years. That's what they mean by it. But the crazy part is we in the world of hurt because Trump, anytime you got a president who can't be charged with anything, indicted, he's protected because he's the president. So for the next 4 years, nobody can touch him. He would have to be voted out. And then
I don't know about the president. You're kind of this is not your channel, Perry.
Okay,
I'm just talking about the attorney, and his behavior yesterday was outrageous. I don't understand it. I don't know no attorney. Even like the OJ trial, did you have, I don't know, Johnny Cochran standing up in a room with people and talk about how you're gonna get them, going over things that's supposed to not be in the public, but you're doing it at a gathering. It just doesn't make sense. You're on the stage, you're talking shit. It just doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, maybe that's how he
What
make
did
his
Cat
money.
Williams?
Huh? I said maybe that's how he make his money. Maybe that's how he make his money. Like, because once you put your name on this big marquee, this poster board, because he's getting all kind of he's getting real famous by going after Diddy and Jay-Z. So he's getting all these things. He probably getting a lot of money going to these functions and events and stuff. People are probably paying him to come to events. And when people wonder how he's making his money when he ain't producing all these so-called victims, he could just be going out there blowing up the place. I mean, throwing out all this news and stuff. He got all these victims, but he could be making a lot of money off going to these events, speaking events. But go ahead.
Yeah. All right. I can't stand liars. I don't like when people lie. It just gets under my skin. I don't know why. I've been that way since I was a little girl. Let's talk about Jeanni Mai, who I think is just a stone cold liar. Jeannie is a stone cold liar. And I don't feel sorry for you, Jeezy, because you picked her. You were all in love. You had a baby with her. Then when you realized you were being used for your money and her teaching her daughter things that you don't want her to know at this age, then you were done with her. But Jeanni Mai is really coming off really money hungry, just like her mother. And she wanted the house. She wanted everything she can get out of Jeezy. And it don't work that way, Jeannie. You already said you lied. It was proven in court you lied. You said that the man put hands on you. Who would lie about something like that? It is so serious. She said that he put his hands on you. That was proven to be a lie. Then 2 days ago, you said you were going to his house to pick up stuff, and he wouldn't let you in. So you had to break in, and I was believing her at this part because people get petty during a divorce, right? I could see him saying, yeah, come at this time. He's not there. You had to go get your stuff because you really need your stuff. And then you said it was water all over it. Okay, I don't remember it raining in California. Okay, and then you said that the mice in Jeezy's not house, mansion, 9,000 square feet mansion, that the mice were eating through your clothes in the boxes. Mice, Jeannie, mice. Let me show y'all this house. Let me pull it up. Because now, girl, you are lying. You're calling the cops. You're crying. You're acting like your life is in danger. Girl, I can't feel sorry for you, Jeezy, because you picked her. I cannot. I want to show you this house. She makes it sound like a hole in the wall. Like this dirty old house. He has all the mice. The mice were eating through my This is what she said. Oh, look at this. Wow. Let me tell you. Oh, wow. Let me show y'all this. Jeannie, you are lying, girl. Hold on. Come on up. You got to see this house. She's making it impossible for him just to live his life. Her and that money hungry mother, they're always looking for money. She's trying, Jeezy had a multi-million-dollar house before he met you. You had one that was $1 million. That's still impressive, but you want more and more. Wow. That's her. Girl, you mean to tell me this place had mice crawling all over it? Wow. Somebody said, did the rats eat her items before the disagreement? I just don't believe that this house is mice infested. I just don't believe it.
She said that he had all her stuff out in the garage.
Yeah, and it was wet. Now, don't forget, we know people in California, it is not wet from what?
In wet boxes, yeah.
From
But
what?
I ain't know about the mice though.
Jeannie, girl, stop. You just want money out this man. You wanted to take his child and keep him all to yourself and talk about Jeezy in Vietnamese and the baby spoke Vietnamese. I couldn't take that either. If I'm in my house and every time I walk in the room and somebody starts speaking French and laughing, I don't know what you're talking about. It's very uncomfortable. Girl, please stop lying, Jeannie. Just stop lying. And she's never going to go away until she gets what she wants. That's why she challenged the prenup. That's why she's been giving you hell. That's why she lied on you and said that you put her hand, that you, a black man, put your hands on her. Imagine if somebody would have believed that, Jeannie. But there was no evidence to substantiate your claims. This girl is evil and will do anything for cash. Look at V. It hasn't rained. It hasn't. She's not joking. It has not. I don't know why your clothes are wet and why you had to call the cops. You call the cops when you get caught breaking in. You should be in jail right now, but she's not. It's called breaking and entering. She's not. Anyway, anything.
Well, she just want the house and can't let it go. But I mean, look, people get divorces all the time. She got to go her own way. He picked her. He picked the problem that he got. Now, what caused the problem, I don't know, but a lot of relationships don't work. But for her to be every month coming back with some bullshit,
every month,
why hasn't her shit been gone?
every month.
Like, if that's what you wanted, you leave stuff so you have a reason to keep coming back. I just don't get it. But I don't believe her anyway.
I don't. She's
All
lying.
that stuff. I think that she wanted the money and she wanted to have her whole family live in this mansion.
Yeah, she did. Okay, let's see. That's it today. It's very, very slow. Not a lot going on. Let me pull a couple comments. No, she's not submissive. She wants you to think she's submissive. She's not submissive. There was a plot from the beginning to get everything she could out of Jeezy. When she wouldn't send the mother back to live in her own place. Why, if your husband says, I'm uncomfortable with my mother-in-law being here, then get rid of her. You're not doing that. Y'all not doing that. I'm not trying to make y'all laugh. I'm just telling the truth. These men never learn. Okay. Thank you, Patrice. I think you know what the real is. They never learn. And then they want us to feel sorry for them. I cannot feel sorry for you, Jeezy. All I know is you got a big headache on your hands, and she will do whatever she has to do to get what she wants. Your ass might end up behind bars one day, and that's what you picked for yourself. No one feels sorry for you. They think the grass is greener on the other side. That's what they think. But no one feels sorry for you because you knew how she was. She did the same thing her ex-husband. Oh, you mean so she was married to a Caucasian man. Oh, I remember. I felt bad for him. What was his name? You didn't watch The Real. So she had another husband, right?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't watch those shows like that, but wasn't that the husband that she refused to have a baby with? Is that the same one?
Yeah. But so she plays to whoever she's married to. Because see, at the time she said she made a comment like, I like black guys as my little secret, but white is right. She said something like this. I can't remember. Yeah, something like that. And now, now it's all about black men. Girl, stop. It's all about green. It's all about green.
Yeah, white is right, and I like the blacks at night. So I don't know what the hell she said.
Y'all remember that? Yeah, she made a comment about that. And I think it was Tamar called her out like, what? What did you just say? She said something like that. But anyway, that's what's going on. I took a couple days off. I was really, really tired. And it wasn't nothing to talk about. So I said, don't force it. Yeah, that's it. I like my dark meat on the side. Child, that's what she said. And we're never gonna let her live it down. Now, I am covering the Rihanna's case. Her boyfriend. I can't think of his name.
ASAP Rocky.
ASAP Rocky. That's a trip. That's a trip. But besides that, I'm not going to cover the other cases. I'm not going to cover the one. What's her name? Naziah. Let me talk to you guys a little bit about Naziah. That's the little girl that was not having an affair, because that they're describing it like she's having an affair. She was touched by her aunt's boyfriend,
Yeah.
right? And he didn't. She got pregnant, and he appears to have unalived her, but she hasn't returned since, right? Let me tell you why I won't talk about that story. Not until the lawsuit. I don't want to put myself in the predicament, because these are real people and these emotions are raw. Even if I talk about the rumors that I'm hearing, they're going to be watching, and then my soul don't want, I can't do that. I can't do that, and I don't want to, I want to keep her memory good. I don't want to drag her. I'm not going to drag her. And that's other people's jobs. And it's obvious something's wrong with the family, but so I've done stories before about people. I did the Shanquilla story, and the family watches these blogs. I'm not about that. And I don't, I'm not down on anybody who does, but that's too raw. And that case is real personal to me, because it's where my grandmother used to live. So I'm not going to talk about it until the court begins the case. And then I'm just going to read what happened in the case. I don't have any desire to add anything to that story. That's just me. But I do understand you guys there are plenty of channels that are going to cover it. And, but for me, I'll do the actual court case, and then that's about it. All right. You got anything else to say, Perry?
Oh, no, I'm good.
All right, you guys, we'll see you tomorrow and for the rest of the week. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Bye. Good night, everybody.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.